Welcome back. This is our fourth video in our video series that we are helping you to level up on LinkedIn with your video content. I'm Alice Fewings from Red Dog Communications and I'm your LinkedIn expert.
And I'm Andy from Pulsate Media Limited and I am your video expert.
Amazing. So this video, we are going to be looking at how you can use your video strategically on LinkedIn. So how does it fit into a wider marketing plan and how can you make the most of your videos?
You said a word I can't say, strategically. What do you mean by this, Alice?
Okay, so this is about how you're using video to really engage your audience, to build a relationship with them. It's just being more thoughtful and mindful about how you're using your video content. So the first thing I'd recommend is just to think about what your message is. So what's the point of creating a video? It's going to take you effort and investment to create it. So what do you want out of it? What's that message that you want to communicate?
Basically, you don't want to waste your time.
No.
Don't put out a video just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
We get this a lot. We get clients approach us saying, we need to do video content. Why is that? Don't really know why. So
everyone tells us we should be doing it.
Classic, absolute classic. So you need to think about the purpose of it.
Yeah.
We said in previous episodes, make sure that your video has value.
Yes.
So not only value, but have a plan behind it, have a conclusion, just like we've got on this. This is the last video. It's kind of sad it's the last video. We'll collaborate together again. So this is one of 4. So we had a plan behind this video. So what's your top tips then, Alice?
So I think whenever I come to writing a video, the script and just planning that out, what I want to say, I think about what do I want my audience to think, feel and do as a result of listening and watching my video. So what action do I want them to take? What do I want them to feel like? How do I want them to feel like they've improved, particularly with mine with LinkedIn? What value can I offer to them?
What was that? Think, feel and do. Think, feel and do. Yeah. I think that's great advice, because we want to emotionally connect with the audience. Absolutely, and that's the power of video. There's no point just being monotone and hello, I'm Andy, Pulsate Media. You're not going to inspire. So you need them to feel something, engage. So the whole point of video is that emotional connection. So think about what you're saying and how you want your audience to feel. I guess we talked about this before recording the videos. I guess imagine your ideal client opposite you right now. You want to inspire them to engage with your service. And if you're not going to be enthusiastic on video,
and put a bit of personality in it.
Personality. You can see we've got a bit of personality going on here. You're engaging with us now. You're staying tuned, and you've got to this point, probably about 3 minutes into the video, and you'll listen to what I'm saying. So think and feel. And what was your last
and
point?
Do. So what action do you want them to take?
And do. So is that a call to action at the end? Is that an action while they're watching the video? You don't want them to stop and go, I'm going to stop, I'm going to do this straight away.
Absolutely.
You want them to hang around to the end.
Yes. So your call to action always comes at the end. So at the beginning of your video, you want to tell them why they need to stay, what value they're going to get out of your video, why they need to invest that time in watching. And at the end of it, people, if they've really identified with what you've said, they've taken value out of it, you need to give them that next step. And it doesn't have to be something promotional. I see loads of videos that are amazing in offering value, but they always end with, so if you'd like to work with me, then you can contact me here. Find out more,
free consultation. That is very, not clickbaity. Mentioned in another episode, clickbait, but very being sold at now. I think it's very, very important not to be sold at. It's a social platform, business related social platform, LinkedIn is, but value, top tips, call to action at the end. At the end of this video, we always say, comment below, happy to answer your questions. We're not telling you go to Alice's website, go to my website. Of course, it would be lovely, but that's not the value we're adding here.
We're here because we want to help.
We want to help.
So then the other thing that I would say that's really important is if you are investing in creating a video, that you make the most of it. So it doesn't have to be one video that goes onto LinkedIn or your social media platforms once and then it's lost forever. It's about making the most of it. So you could be adding it to YouTube, to other platforms, to your website to make the most of it. But actually one of the things that we both talked about that we do is when people ask us questions, the typical, can I just ask you about this? Instead of me having to spend 10 minutes repeatedly always giving the same piece of advice to potential clients, I can refer them to videos which I have logged on my profile on LinkedIn. So you have a featured section on your LinkedIn profile and you can put your videos there, which means you can always send people to there. And
absolutely spot on. I get this all the time, especially with smartphones. I've got a smartphone, let's face it, iPhone or Android. How do I get to sound better? What's the video settings? Earlier this year, I produced a video series on leveling up your smartphone series. I will leave a link below. But I just send them there. It's not like go away, but it's have a look at these videos and come back to me with even more questions. I'd much rather answer a question about what you're watching something. But as Alice said, obviously, if you're making video content primarily for LinkedIn, fantastic. But stick it on YouTube as well. Then embed it on your website. This helps on many fronts. You're cross-platform, but just keep in mind when you start your video, in fact, you are talking to your LinkedIn audience. Make sure that you're talking to them and not, people on Facebook or on Instagram. So put across the platforms. That way, you got SEO coverage. If your website will come up, LinkedIn will come up. Maximize.
It's just maximize
the content with anything. My background is graphic design. When I used to design stuff, it's like, right, okay, we're designing this bit of this leaflet, but can we translate that into an online advert? Can we translate that into an animation?
Just like you would with copy for your website and across. So
you've put that effort in.
Make the most of
exploit it.
Cool. So I hope that's really helped you and given you a few ideas of how you can use video strategically on LinkedIn. That does draw us to the end of our 4 video series.
That went very quickly.
It did. I hope it's been really helpful.
We hope you got value out of it, and we hope that we're always here for questions, comments below. Link in with us as well if you're not linked in with me, if you're not linked in with Alice. It's been a blast.
It has. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alice. And we'll probably come back to you later on with another series. For now, this is the end. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.